Ready to find inspiration in the most unexpected places? We're diving into a fascinating YouTube video blog today called The Core of Inspiration. Think late night chats with a friend who just drops truth bombs about everyday life.
And they really hone in on how we find meaning in the seemingly mundane, our cars, our routines, even that first sip of coffee in the morning.
Yeah. Speaking of cars, this creator, he goes deep. I mean, he doesn't just talk about them as machines. It's like they're almost characters in his life, full of memories and meaning. It really got me thinking about my first car.
It's like they become extensions of ourselves, right? It's about the stories we attach to them, the nicknames, the road trips. And, there's some fascinating psychology behind that. We're hardwired to seek connections, to imbue the world with meaning. And so we project these feelings onto the objects we interact with, especially those we depend on or have shared important moments with.
Right, so it's not just a car. It's a symbol of freedom or adventure or those carefree college days.
Exactly. It represents a chapter in your life. And this extends beyond objects to rituals, too. The creator dives into how even simple acts, like enjoying a meal, can be transformative experiences.
It was pretty eye-opening how he broke down the sensory experience of it all. The aroma, the taste, the textures. He even talks about the biological processes involved.
Yeah. It highlights the importance of mindfulness, of truly being present in those everyday moments.
Mhm.
And when you think about it, those small rituals, like your morning coffee or evening walk, actually provide structure to our days.
It's like hitting the pause button on autopilot, right?
Right.
We actually savor the experience instead of just rushing through it.
And that structure can be incredibly powerful. It reduces anxiety, allows us to focus on the task at hand, even boosts productivity. But it's not just about individual benefits. He also talks about how rituals connect us to something bigger.
He talks about how sharing a meal with loved ones, for example,
Yeah.
it's like tapping into this ancient, almost sacred practice of communion.
It is, yeah. It's about belonging, forging connections that go deeper than just the act itself. And this idea of shared experiences, it really takes center stage when he describes going to a stargazing party.
Oh yeah, that part was amazing. Imagine standing under a canopy of stars with complete strangers, but you're all united by this sense of awe.
It perfectly illustrates how these shared moments, they can shift our perspectives. He talks about like looking through a telescope and seeing the moon with fresh eyes, even though it's something he's looked at countless times before.
We think we know something, and then bam, a
Yeah.
new detail or just a new angle, and it completely changes our understanding.
It's about those aha moments that often arise when we open ourselves up to new experiences and perspectives. And, the creator doesn't shy away from sharing his own personal journey in all of this. He gets very honest about his own search for meaning, juggling work, family, creative pursuits. Like, it's that universal balancing act. We all struggle with it at some point.
Totally, yeah. He talks about feeling like he was playing a role at work, which really resonated with me. Like, we all wear different hats depending on the situation, but how do we find that authentic sense of self within those roles?
It's a question that has puzzled philosophers for centuries, right? And I think the video creator grapples with it beautifully.
Yeah.
He uses his platform, this very YouTube channel, as a way to explore those big questions,
Right.
process his experiences, and connect with others who might be on a similar journey.
It's like he's saying, I don't have all the answers, but it's more like, let's figure this out together. And you know what? That vulnerability, it's inspiring in itself.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds us that we're all works in progress, constantly searching for meaning and connection.
And he brings it all back to a powerful idea that love is at the core of inspiration. Love for the world around us, for the people in our lives, even for the simple things that bring us joy.
Like when you talked about those before and after moments, those turning points that kind of like reshape our understanding of the world.
Many of those moments, they are infused with love, whether it's the joy of a new discovery or gratitude for a loved one or simply appreciating a beautiful sunset. And these moments, they lodge themselves in our memories because they resonate with something deep within us.
So if we had to like boil down this whole video, it seems like inspiration, it isn't about chasing, extraordinary experiences. It's about finding those sparks of wonder in the everyday.
Precisely. It's about approaching life with curiosity and an open heart, whether you're stargazing with strangers or savoring your morning coffee. Yeah.
That's a choice we can make each day.
He even ends the video with this thought-provoking line. He's like, "This is love then, wouldn't you say?" It's like he's encouraging us to look for the love, the connections, the meaning in every experience.
Because when we approach the world with love, we open ourselves up to a whole new level of inspiration,
Yeah.
and we become active participants in our own journeys, not just passively waiting for inspiration to strike.
It's a powerful reminder that we have more agency than we realize. So, to our listener, here's a little something to ponder. Where are the hidden pockets of inspiration in your own life? What simple joys, routines, or connections might you be overlooking? Because maybe, just maybe, cultivating a more inspired life is as simple as shifting our perspective and embracing the world with open hearts and curious minds. We've given you the starting point, the first clue in this intriguing mystery. Now it's your turn to take the reins. Head over to kindredsoulsearch.com and see what you uncover. What could Kindred Soul Search mean to you? Maybe jot down your thoughts, your impressions. Consider this deep dive your launch pad, the first step on a journey of discovery.